Hey guys, I grew up playing Sonic the Hedgehog as a little kid. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. But did you know that Sonic actually has two siblings? Sonia the Hedgehog and Manic the Hedgehog. You probably didn't know that, and that's because we really haven't seen them since the 90s. Do you guys remember a TV show called Sonic Underground? It was a show that came out in 1999, at least in the United States, and it was produced by DIC Entertainment. This show was kind of weird. It had a very complex story to it. Dr. Robotnik takes over the world with technology because I guess technology's bad or whatever. I don't know. He takes over the world and Sonic's mom gets this prophecy that she has to give up her 3 kids to defeat Dr. Robotnik. They don't really explain how it's going to defeat him, so I really don't know. But anyways, she gives up her 3 kids, and she decides to give Sonic away to a nice family in the woods, Sonia away to a rich family, and Manic she gives away to a family in an alley, but then these thieves kind of come and steal Manic and take him away and raise him as a street thief. Now here's the weird thing. The prophecy didn't say anything about splitting up the kids. They just said get rid of the kids. So why'd she split them up? I have no idea. Except maybe it was because the writers wanted to give each of the characters their own distinct personalities. By having Sonic go to this family in the woods, he's a good boy, wants to do the right thing. Sonia, being in the rich family, she's a snob. And then Manic, being raised by thieves, is obviously kind of a streetwise thief himself. Now these 3 characters, they're obviously living different lives, but they come together by the power of music. I know, that's weird. Sonic and music, you don't really think those two go together? Let's just think about cool, retro beats. Insert Sonic music here. Sonic is playing at a bar, and the other 2, Sonia and Manic, hear the music and they recognize the music. They recognize it in their heart, and they realize that they're all siblings or something. And then they get told the prophecy that they have to find their mom to defeat Dr. Robotnik. Again, we have no idea how they're going to defeat Dr. Robotnik because I guess they just find their mom and then Dr. Robotnik just falls over with a heart attack. And the music is kind of this key integral part where almost every episode that I can remember, there was at least a song. Sometimes they would sing a song that teaches a lesson. Other times the song was used to defeat a bad guy. And their songs have magic powers and do music video stuff. Very, MTV 90s kind of feel to it. It's kind of weird. I mean, the music's good, but it's weird just seeing Sonic play a guitar and singing. I mean, it'd be like seeing Mario, I don't know, playing a saxophone or skydiving with a banjo and a bird. It's weird. It's just very weird. Again, their goal is to go and find their mom. But here's the kicker. Their mom keeps running away from them. She keeps avoiding them at all cost. And I don't know why. It's never really explained. It's just not the right time to be with her kids. I don't know. They introduce a bunch of other characters in the story, like Knuckles, and there's a couple subplots that even make the full plot just completely complex. And that's the main problem with this TV show, is that it wants to have a complex story with all these interlaced sub-stories, but it tends to be too simplistic and too confusing. And it doesn't help that the way DIC ran the show is that they would call in a bunch of writers to come, and they would give him a quick tutorial of the show. They'd be like, oh, there's Sonic and his brother and his sister, and they have to save the world by finding their mother and Dr. Robotnik. And then after they get in this brief tutorial, they would say, okay, everybody write an episode. Well, pitch an episode. And so all the writers would pitch an episode, and then DIC would be like, which one should we pick? They pull out a hat, be like, oh, let's pick that one right there. We'll pick that one. That'll be the episode we're going to pick. And so the episodes kind of have a random feeling to it. There's not much continuity between one episode and another, and it just makes the whole plot muddy, and it just doesn't work very well. And I think that's why the series was eventually canceled after only 40 episodes. And I think that's why the series is not really well remembered in the Sonic fan base is because it never really made sense. Now, I know I'm kind of harping on the show. The episodes themselves aren't bad. It's just they don't fit into this kind of big idea series that they were trying to go for. So if you ever get a chance to watch the show, I would definitely suggest doing it. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's actually pretty decent, and some episodes are kind of funny. And I enjoyed it when I was younger. But the real question is, what happened to Sonia and Manic? Because after the show ended on the 40th episode, they completely disappeared from the whole Sonic universe, right? When's the last time you've seen them in a Sonic game? You haven't. When's the last time you've seen it in the new Sonic TV shows? You haven't seen them in there either. They've disappeared except for one place. And that is comics. What happened to Sonia and Manic? One word, multiverse. See, Archie Comics, which owns the rights to Sonic, at least in the comic world, they wrote a comic series where Sonic actually goes to Sonic Underground. It's a whole nother universe that exists, a kind of parallel universe. And in this parallel universe, Manic and Sonia and the Sonic from that universe are fighting Dr. Robotnik. Now, the one downside to this comic series is, while we know that Sonia and Manic do exist, and they just exist in another universe from the games that we play, we never actually get to see the ending of Sonic Underground. It's still left on a cliffhanger, right? But there is a rumor that 65 episodes were written. So there's a possibility that somewhere in a computer, in a filing cabinet, maybe in a trash heap, the ending, the true ending of Sonic Underground exists. Now, I don't know if we'll ever get to find out what the true ending is, but I hope that maybe one day the Sonic team will take this story and make a game out of it, and maybe give Sonia and Manic an actually happy ending. Maybe they'll get together with their mom eventually and defeat Dr. Robotnik and save the world. So now you know that Sonic had two siblings, and they are okay. They exist in a whole nother universe. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. You can also hit me up on Twitter @RetroUnlocked or visit my website, retrounlocked.com.